nominates JD Vance as his VP pick, a new fear unlocked for Ukrainian President. JD Vance's view of the Ukraine war explained. Senator JD Vance, an Ohio Republican senator, has been nominated as Donald Trump's vice presidential nominee for the upcoming US presidential election. Trump announced Vance's nomination on the first day of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. Vance, a best-selling author of Hillbilly Elegy and elected to the Senate in 2022, holds differing views on US support for Israel and Ukraine. In May, at the Quincy Institute for Responsible Statecraft, Vance expressed his admiration for Ukrainians fighting against Russia, but questioned the benefit to America of funding what he sees as an endless war. He reinforced this stance in late April when the Senate approved a $61 billion military aid package for Ukraine. Drawing from his military experience, Vance condemned his colleagues, recalling his disillusionment after serving in Iraq. Vance believes the Biden administration has no viable plan for Ukraine. In a New York Times op-ed, he criticized President Joe Biden for failing to provide clear facts about the situation in Ukraine and described the administration's strategy as lacking. Vance argued that Ukraine's real challenge is numerical. It needs more soldiers and equipment than it currently has, and the US cannot supply enough. He criticized the notion of prolonging the war for the benefit of American business, urging instead for rebuilding the industrial base without involving it in foreign conflicts. Vance has been vocal about his belief that the conflict will inevitably end in negotiations. He also highlighted the dire state of Ukraine, noting the advanced age of its soldiers and calling for an end to the violence. He emphasized the need for American leadership to focus on stopping the conflict rather than continuing to fund it. At the Munich Security Conference in February, Vance acknowledged that Russian President Vladimir Putin has distinct interests that the US must address realistically. He called for European NATO members to increase their military production to allow the US to focus on China. Vance has also criticized the latest US-Ukraine aid bill, passed in April, as a potential time bomb for Trump if he is re-elected. Vance has also accused Ukrainian President Zelensky of demanding more US taxpayer dollars and criticized him for suggesting that American lawmakers opposing the aid were supporting Russia. This criticism adds to the tension for Zelensky, who has shared a known camaraderie with President Biden over Ukraine. However, Trump holds a different opinion on the Ukraine war and has vowed to stop it within 24 hours, a claim Zelensky finds unrealistic. With Trump and Vance now working together, Zelensky's fear that the war might halt with Russian leverage will likely deepen if Trump wins the November 5th election.